All right, good Thursday morning, everybody. And it's a sad day in the world of professional wrestling, just like any other time that we hear a passing of one of our favorite superstars. And we heard one which totally shocked me, JOANIE LAURER, better known as Chyna, the ninth wonder of the world, the first woman in professional wrestling in the WWE ever to win the Intercontinental title. Um, she did it all, man. She helped form D-Generation X with Shawn Michaels, expanded from there. Um, her her contributions to the WWE are priceless. They really are. They held no boundaries. Like I said, she did it all. She had some great feuds. We've seen her with some feuds with Jeff Jarrett. She had some good feuds with Chris Jericho as well. And one of the fun moments I used to remember the best about Chyna was her involvement with none other than the Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, the late Eddie Guerrero. Um, they had that ongoing romance for quite some time, and really it was amazing, amazing times back then. If you never saw Chyna in action, go back to the late '90s, early 2000s. Um, amazing, amazing performer. Um, we all know that she had a lot of indifferences within the WWE. Her and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, used to date at one time. There's been some hard feelings over this situation for the fact now that Hunter is now married to Stephanie McMahon. So there's bitterness there, on both sides. I mean, Stephanie, Joni, Triple H. Like I said, there was ongoing issues. There's been a lot of talk about her getting into the WWE Hall of Fame. Should she or shouldn't she? Because of what she's done since she left the WWE. I mean, she did do pornographic films. She was involved heavily with drugs and alcohol. Um, she became a mess. She really did. And, this happens to a lot of people um, in the world of wrestling because you give it your all. You're there on a daily basis, you know, close to 300 days a year. Your body goes through a lot. So, in order to be able to perform back then, a lot of these were taking prescription drugs and they got hooked on them and didn't know how to get away from them. And then, of course, the WWE installed the wellness policy, which sort of sort of stopped all of this. I mean, I'm sure there's others out there, that are getting their drugs as needed, but it's not like it used to be. But it's a tough situation to deal with being on the road all these many times a year. And Brock Lesnar, as we all know, he quit the WWE in the early to middle 2000s because he couldn't handle the travel. Let's face it, he was open about it. He couldn't handle the travel. Other people just, they can, some can't. But for Joanie Laurer, after her days were done with the WWE, she went on to different things. She did appear in other promotions for a time here and a time there, but it was really never the same. She never was as big anywhere else as she was when she was with the WWF WWE. So, but it is a sad day because it seems like, throughout the course of a year, there's many big names we hear pass away. And it happens all the time in this business. And when you get older, like I am, a lot of the guys that you used to cherish and watch when you were younger, those are the ones that are really passing away now. But then you get somebody like Joni, who's only 45 years old, and they found her in her bedroom in Redondo, California. Reports right now aren't really saying too much. Some people are saying it's an overdose. Obviously, she was in a deep depression and whatnot. And the one thing that's going to bother me here is um, she probably will get into the WWE Hall of Fame, but now she's going to get there um, after she's passed away. And I think for me, I think that's a sad thing. I really do. It's much like for me in baseball with Pete Rose. I do believe he'll get into the Hall of Fame, but I think they're going to wait until he passes away before they do it. And again, this is another situation. They don't want to give him the recognition of putting him in there while he's still with us. Unfortunately for Chyna, this was an ongoing situation. So yeah, it's just another sad day. It really is. She was fun to watch. Uh, I loved her when she was in Degeneration X, and I loved her feuds with Jericho. And like I said earlier, uh, her relationship with Eddie Guerrero was priceless. So with all that being said, just another day in the world of professional wrestling. Um, yeah, again, it's just a sad day. This is the Iceman. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all next time.